Very important video, and whatever you do, I want you to hear me out. I want you to watch this video all the way through to the end. The most important video that I have ever put out. I really feel that something drastic is taking place in the world today. I have this feeling, this sense about me of a great evil that has taken over the entire earth. Now, on our calendars, September 25th marked the beginning, the start of Rosh Hashanah. But when they went out, they did not see the tiny sliver of the new moon. But on the 26th, Rosh Hashanah officially began, along with the Shemitah. And let me ask you, have you noticed a change? Have you noticed anything different since the actual start, the 26th of September of Rosh Hashanah? I have been under spiritual attack like never before. And I know I've mentioned before being under spiritual attack, but I can feel an evil presence in the world. An evil darkness that has just blanketed the entire planet. And since the official start, September 26th of Rosh Hashanah and the Shemitah, I have been under attack from every direction, from my own children, from my family, from one person on YouTube, but I did everything I possibly could for this person. I opened my heart to this person to try to help them. And they have been on the attack of me in my videos. I notice that my videos are under attack. I'm getting hit from every angle. Do you feel what I feel? That something's wrong, something's out of place? Born again, covered in the blood, brothers and sisters, the brethren, are on the attack of fellow brothers and sisters. And it's happening in my videos. Now, I did a video on, and I mentioned again, the rapture of the church. And I did say, please, if you do not believe in the rapture, just refrain from any comments. Do not at this time, this late hour, do not come on my channel and bring the bride down. If you can't encourage one another, then just be silent. Someone comes on, we're talking about the bride, and a few people are leaving comments. Where in the scripture does it talk about the bride? It doesn't mention the bride anywhere in scripture. And I can only for the life of me feel that these people that are leaving these comments, that they must be post-trib and not believe in the rapture. Well, let me answer this. Now, I don't know who you follow. Do you follow the pulpit masters who are preachers that do not believe in the rapture, post-trib preachers? Or do you open the living word for yourself? Let me give you some examples. You want to know where it says, and it mentions the bride? Let me take you to some scripture real quick. Revelation 19, 7 through 9. Let us be glad and rejoice, and give honor to him. For the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready. Revelation 21, 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God, Yahweh, out of heaven, prepared as a bride, adorned for her husband. John 3:29. He that hath the bride is the bridegroom. But the friend of the bridegroom, which standeth and heareth him, rejoice greatly, because of the bridegroom's voice. This, my joy, therefore, is fulfilled. Revelation 21:9. And there came unto me one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials full of the 7 plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show thee the bride, the Lamb's wife. It doesn't get any clearer than this. You open the living word for yourself. Revelation 21, 10 through 19. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God. Matthew 25. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. Joel 2, where Yahweh calls the bridegroom to come out of his chamber and the bride to come out of her closet. You know, I just don't understand. I mean, there is just something is out of whack and out of sync. I'm going to talk about in a moment this beheading. But let me share something with you that happened to me. I've been working very hard and working my ministry, putting in a lot of long hours. I stopped today to have a coffee at Tim Hortons. I was sipping my coffee and I'm watching the television. It's got the news and it's got the what do you call it, the writing going across the screen. And I'm sitting there and I'm hearing this report on this terror attack at an airport where the suspect is, they believe he's going to survive, and there's fire trucks everywhere. Fire, planes cannot take off and cannot leave. When one of the employees tapped me on the shoulder and asked me, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm just sitting here watching this news." And I look up at the TV, and it's the sheriff from Ferguson. He tries to go out and talk to the crowd, and that didn't go so well. What about the terror attack at the airport and the plane that was on fire? Is that some type of warning? Did that happen? I can't find that on the news anywhere. Nothing is right. Everything is out of place. Again, I'm going to talk about this beheading in a moment, but bear with me. Brothers and sisters coming against one another in my comments of my videos. When we were talking about the picture behind me, my precious dog of 16 years, that I know I will see again. A precious sister had a bad experience with a pastor here on YouTube, I believe, but told her and told the congregation on YouTube that our pets will not go to heaven. Sister, let me tell you something. Brothers and sisters, what is wrong with you? Why do you want to try to bring us down that have lost our beloved pets? I believe with all of my being, all of my heart, sister, if you're watching, rejoice, because you will be reunited with your beautiful, beautiful pet in heaven. I believe that. I could take you to scripture to back that up. But, brothers and sisters, there's something terribly wrong. Now, with this beheading today, we've all seen the ISIS, the Islamic State, their footage that they put out of these beheadings, James Foley and David Haynes and so on. And to me, they look staged. They don't look real. They don't look real at all. But again, now today we have this beheading by this man that tried to get his co-workers to convert to Islam. Let me take you to that story real quick. Hold on for a second. Now, instead of finding information on this terror attack with this one subject who was shot and expected to live in the hospital with no planes taking off, no planes landing, and fire trucks everywhere and a plane on fire, I find this shocking. A brutal beheading has just occurred on American soil. And this is all the talk on YouTube and Facebook now. A recently fired employee of a food processing plant in Oklahoma, a man, at least one report claims, may be Muslim, and he was trying to convert his co-workers to Islam. And now I understand another report, but he has tattoos promoting Islam and Allah. And this is just crazy, and I have to wonder, could this be a staged event, or could this be not so much a staged event, but could he have been under some type of mind control? And are we on the brink of martial law in this country? And the tribulation to just begin, I feel something is very, very out of sync. Hang on, because I've got one more thing I want to share. Hold on. Now this I find, and I post this on my Facebook page, and everyone is sharing this. I'm trying to confirm this, but let me read this to you. Dr. White on Twitter. Muslims now are gathered. Muslims are shouting, praise Allah. They surround Oklahoma cots after this beheading of this woman. Muslims shouting, praise Allah. Surround Oklahoma cots after a press conference on the beheading in Oklahoma. We've got Barack Obama telling the military, a high-ranking military official, you can't say anything against Islam. One thing after another. I'll be right back and we'll finish up. All right, now something has just happened. When I cut away to use that screencast-o-matic to capture the articles on this beheading. Remember I mentioned earlier that I was at Tim Hortons. I seen this news scrolling across the screen in a news report of a fire at an airport and air traffic controllers and firemen. Well, I'm preparing for the last little bit of our video here. Well, let's go to the news. Something is out of place here. 3,000 dead. They're talking about the Ebola virus. United Kingdom, UK Parliament approves airstrikes against ISIS in Iraq. I've seen one report where, I can't confirm this, that Obama is permitting nuclear strikes in Syria. I don't know if that's true. I haven't been able to confirm that. But now I find fire set at Air Traffic Control Center cancels 1,950 flights. When I first seen this at Tim Hortons, I looked up and they were talking about Ferguson. I Google searched this. I did everything in my power to find this report, but there was nothing. This is just 15 minutes ago. This comes out. Ground stop at Chicago airports after fire at FAA control site. 1,950 flights canceled. A contract employee who recently was told he was being transferred to Hawaii set a fire at a suburban Chicago air traffic control center where he worked, bringing two of the nation's busiest airports. Did this happen earlier? Have I seen that? Or this just came out 15 minutes ago? Things are getting crazy, brothers and sisters. I truly believe we are on the brink of tribulation. Put on your whole armor of God. Before you go to bed, pray. Pray. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who have trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation and deliver us from evil. For thine is the power and the kingdom and the glory forever and ever. Brothers and sisters, it's time to get right. I can truly believe. Let my October the 2nd of the blood moon tetrads. I don't know if the church will be here. I don't like what I feel. I don't like what I'm seeing. Be sure you are ready to escape all the things that are to come upon this whole earth. Now, when I was talking earlier about people were, what I'm trying to say, people were coming on my videos, brothers and sisters, trying to tear me down, that I'll never see my pet again, and tear this precious sister down, who someone else already, that she followed, told the entire congregation that we're never going to see our pets again. And we had brothers and sisters coming in on that video saying the exact same thing. There's nothing in Scripture about ever seeing your pets. There is a darkness that has fallen. A darkness that has blanketed this entire earth. I think we are on the brink of the rapture of the church. Be ready. Be ready, brothers and sisters. In closing, there have been no offerings that have come into the ministry. We do need your help. The clock is ticking. Time has run out. If you feel led to give to this ministry, please, I will put the link below. Now, a fire at the airport? This was hours ago. This was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 12:30, 1 o'clock. And now 15 minutes ago, this comes out. Call me crazy. I want to go home. I'm ready. I've had enough of the evil of this world. But I will stand on the wall until that trumpet sounds. If you feel led to give to our ministry, the link will be below.